The LairdMirror3 app is a simple time, date, and weather app that is meant to be displayed on old, no longer used Android smartphones and tablets. The intent is to reduce e-waste by exploiting older and slower Android devices. LairdMirror3 can act as a clock and weather display in any room. When the app is running, it will be always on, 24/7/365. Weather is obtained by using your zip code if you are in the United States, or latitude/longitude if you are not. There is a convenient Get Current GPS button which works on any device with a built-in GPS. Display units are configurable. Also, there is an optional WebView panel which can display relatively simple web pages. LairdMirror3 is 100% ad-free, and is a one-time purchase. All future updates are free. Except for your location, which is only sent to the OpenWeather server in order to retrieve weather data, absolutely no data is sent out. This instruction video will show you what you'll see when you first download, install, and run the app. The LairdMirror3 app, once installed, will look like this, showing just the time and date. The weather information will not yet show any data. Let's identify what we see right now. The time. In this case, it's on a 12-hour clock and so it shows an A4 AM and a P4 PM. Now we see the seconds, counting by the day of the week, the month and date, a status information area, the weather area, including temperature and window information, the Hide or Show WebView button. If you click it, then the WebView panel shows up. This is an actual web page being shown. You can use the refresh button to reload the web page, and there is a back button you can use if you clicked a link on the web page and want to go back. The refresh button and back button only appear if you are viewing the WebView panel. Then, if you like to hide the panel, just tap on the Hide or Show WebView button again. We will now move on to the configuration screen. To get to the configuration screen, tap on the menu button in the top left corner of the screen. What you see here are a US zip code field, a button to toggle between using a zip code or latitude/longitude for location, the OpenWeather AppID help button, the field where you input the OpenWeather AppID, the network refresh interval field, the default is 900 seconds, the clear URL button that will empty the WebView URL field, the WebView URL field, the history button, to view previous URLs, the 12-hour/24-hour toggle button, the close button which will close the configuration screen without saving anything, the network refresh button, which will refresh all the connections to every function on the app, the save button, which will save the contents of the above fields to a local configuration file, the help button, which provides useful hints, and, last, a line showing the full version number of the app. The 12-hour/24-hour toggle button simply changes the time display on the main screen to either the 12-hour time, or 24-hour time. Here you can see that the time is in the 24-hour mode. Go back to the configuration screen, and toggle the button to go back to 12-hour time. And now we can see the time is in the 12-hour format. Once toggled, it stays that way unless you toggle it again. This is the only setting you do not have to save. The button text will indicate what mode you are in at the moment. Now let's talk about the WebView panel on the main screen. If you think you'll be using the WebView panel on the main screen, then the WebView URL is where you place the link for the web page. Always start the link with HTTPS. The default web page that will show when you first install it will be a simple page from the LairdMirror3 website. If you wanted to change the web page you are viewing, then go back into the configuration screen. You can edit this URL. Or, to start with a new one, just tap on the Clear URL button. Now, type in or paste the URL you want. Now tap Save, and the new URL will be put into the history table that we'll see in a few moments. After you tap Save, you'll be returned to the main screen. If the WebView panel isn't showing, then tap on Hide/Show WebView panel. Now we see that the URL worked. Now go back to the configuration menu, and tap on History. You will now see two entries, the default web page, and the new one you just entered. To switch, simply tap the URL you want, and it will be copied into the field. Then tap Save, to make sure it's remembered. Let's talk about the network refresh interval field. Since the weather information from OpenWeather doesn't change more quickly than every 15 minutes, the network refresh interval is set at 900 seconds, which is 15 minutes. But if for some reason you want to change this, you may. The shortest allowed interval is 60 seconds, the longest is 86,400 seconds. In 99.9% of cases, this interval should stay at 900 seconds. If you change the number, then tap Save, to make sure it's remembered. Now let's discuss the zip code and latitude, longitude fields. If you're in the United States, you'll have a zip code, so enter that zip code in the US zip code field. At this point, you'll want to save the new zip code. Since we don't yet have an OpenWeather AppID, there is still no information displayed. That will come right after this part. Now let's try the latitude/longitude fields. So go back to the configuration screen. Simply tap on the Use Lat/Long button, and the field changes to show a latitude field and a longitude field. If you know the lat/long you want to use, you can simply type them in. If your device has GPS in it, and you want it to use GPS to find your lat/long, simply tap Get Current GPS. You may need to approve the use of GPS for this app, but that's just a one-time approval. You'll then see the message about acquiring GPS and coordinates updated with the coordinates entered into the appropriate fields. At this point, you're done specifying your location, but remember to tap Save. After you enter a zip code or latitude/longitude, you won't see anything change on the main screen because we still need the OpenWeather AppID. Going back to the configuration screen, if you click the question mark button next to the title of the OpenWeather AppID field, you'll see information about how to get your own AppID. The entire process on the OpenWeather website is simple and quick, and will probably take less than 5 minutes. So, now let's assume you have your AppID. All you need to do is open the configuration menu, put in the AppID. Double-check the AppID for accuracy. 99% of all issues are because a mistyped AppID. Note that the AppID may not work immediately, so I'd wait 20 to 30 minutes after you get the AppID from the OpenWeather website before entering it in the field. But after you do enter it, tap the Save button and now the main screen will show the place name returned by OpenWeather as well as the latest weather information. You have already been instructed how to change the time from 12-hour to 24-hour. This toggle button is in the configuration menu. There are 2 other handy shortcuts available on the main screen. First, if you would rather see the temperature in Celsius, then simply tap on the temperature. That will toggle between Fahrenheit and Celsius. And second, the same trick works for the wind speed. Tap on the word wind and the wind speed will toggle between miles per hour and kilometers per hour. This video was created to be a quick way to learn the features of LairdMirror3. If you want the full documentation, then go into the configuration menu, look toward the bottom left corner for the Help button. Once you click on Help, you'll see a link to the documentation, a PDF file. We appreciate your attention and thank you for using LairdMirror3.